Hello and welcome. My name is DW and this is my little slice of the internet I like to call Dub's Beauty Diary. Today we are doing the pan over purchase, beauty budget, empties, speed review video, the end of the month thing. Yeah, so let's talk about pans right now because I've got it pulled up on my iPad. If you don't know, I put live pans in my Instagram stories. So if you want spoilers to this project, you can go check out my Instagram. It's always linked in the description box. Yeah, so basically I'm adding up my pans in my eyeshadows, and then however many eyeshadow pans I have, I can buy that many eyeshadow pans. So like if I want a quad, I have to hit 4 pans in other eyeshadows before I can buy that 4 pan palette. Singles, whatever. I'm trying to work up to get the Fantasy Cosmetica palettes that I do not have for Black Friday. So that is Wizard, Fighter, and the Dragon Egg palette. I think that's it. Anyway, so currently I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36 pans. So let's see how many more I can add this month. So first up, I hit pan in one of my Super Shocks Rooftop Cocktails. This is one of my favorite Super Shocks. I can't believe I didn't have it beforehand, but that was in my Project Level Up, which I have stopped doing the Super Shocks. I decluttered most of them, but this is one I kept in my collection, so we're still going to count it. So that is one we can tally up for pans. Next, I hit pan on Extraction from the J-Star Blood Sugar palette, and that is a palette I am working with Andy on Digipad in my Battleship, and that was actually, I don't remember if it was a hit or a miss, so you will have to check my update to find out. Next pan, I'm counting this as a pan because it's actually an empty, but when I see it's empty right here, but this is what it looked like when I got it used and I finished it off. So I'm counting it as a pan because I didn't count it as a pan when I bought it because it was already used and I wasn't the one to hit the pan. Anyway, I'm counting this as a pan. So that was in my mini Stoned Vibes from Urban Decay, and it was the lid setting shade. Then I had a pan in the center shade of It's My Pleasure by ColourPop. This palette was my Tic Tac Pan palette with Dominique. So I got an O in the center, but she still ended up whooping my butt. Yeah, so that is a pan. Then we have another lid setting shade from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette that I just literally used that for setting my lid. That was in Deca Panning, and I wanted to just hit any pan in that palette because it was new to me, and I lusted over it for so long, so I just wanted to hit a pan, and I thought it would be easy because there was a lid setting shade and a brow shade, so either or would have been fine, but that is the shade I hit pan in. I got another pan in the Tic Tac Pan palette, but this was after the game was already over, so that doesn't count towards any progress except for pans in my collection. Then I also hit pan today. Just need to add this to my highlights. And again, in that e.l.f. Paradise, Retro Paradise palette, the brow shade. That's what I have in my brows today. This was like 6 weeks of consistent use. So there is that. So now our pan total is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 43 pans. I actually did buy a palette this month from Mercari. I got it from I just bought it off Mercari. It was really cheap, and it's never been used. It came in the box. Yeah, I was really jazzed about it. So it's the ColourPop Honey palette. I don't have very many yellows in my collection, so I thought this would be a good addition. Plus I like the glitters, so I have a lot of golds but not yellows, and like this mustard, these brights, this shimmer specifically, it's got like a blue flip to it, it looks like. So I bought this. So I have to take 9 out of my palette my pans. So I'm going to cross off 2 10s and add a single. So now I have 34, I just do like tallies here, 34 pans. And so now for empties, I count out all my makeup empties, and then once I hit 25, then I can purchase something new. And my rules are I don't want to purchase anything that I already have. So like I couldn't use my empties to purchase a lipstick, or I couldn't use my empties to purchase a like a bronzer or whatever. Only things that I am running out of or that I never had in my collection. So I used one purchase for like a eyeshadow stick, and I used one purchase for a concealer because I was out and I was close to being out and I needed like a backup. So currently I only have 3 empties, and you have to have 25 to redeem them. But I have some empties to show you today. Only one of them is not makeup, so it's just like a little hand sanitizer, Ghoul Friend from Bath and Body Works. So that is just the only non-makeup item I had this time around. I just throw those in here for like reviews, and those hand sanitizers are fine, they smell good, but I would never pay full price for them, so always get them on a sale. We have this Bloom Effects Tulip Dew Mist. This was a continual misting, like a continual spray, which I liked, but it like soaked my face. And after I found out that I love the Benefit Professionals sprayer, I just like sprayed the rest of this in there and I used it up that way. But I don't think I would repurchase this just because I like other sprays better. But if I had one of these again, I would use it up. It was not a bad setting spray and it smelled good. I better be writing my empties so I don't forget. Okay, then we have this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This was probably the best setting powder I have ever used. I love loose setting powder. Like, I'm a powder junkie. I go nuts for it. But this was so finely milled. It just like kind of like coated my face without making it cakey. Yeah, I don't know if I would purchase this again just because I like to try a lot of different ones. But so far, this has been my favorite one. I would like to try the Huda Beauty one though. I've heard lots of good things. But I have plenty in my backup drawer, so I'm not going to be out purchasing loose powders. This is a e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had just this little mini. I wanted to see, like, because my favorite primer, pore filling primer, is the Pearl one from Benefit. It's the pink tube. And and I just wanted to see how this compared. I also have the liquid version, like in the squeeze tube of this, so I also wanted to compare that with this. I didn't love this, would not repurchase this, but not because it was like awful and made my skin look like crap. It was just because it just wasn't memorable. It was okay. So there is that. Then we have this is a good one, the Fenty Cream in Drama Class. Ugh. I have like a little bit around the corners, but not enough for a full use or anything. And yeah, I use that. I use the whole blush. I use the whole blush, and a purple one at that. Like, proud of me or what? But now that this is gone, I'm like, what do I use now? Because I love a purple blush with a cool toned look. Anyway, Empty. I have the Kosas Air Brow Clear Lifting Treatment Gel. This, I don't know what this was. It's like a little, like a brow glue, I guess. I mean, it's not tinted. This is from my brow. I don't know. It just, I don't think, I don't, what's the point? I like a tinted gel if I'm not doing anything else to my brows, but just like a clear one, I don't like it. Glad I didn't purchase that, but it came in a gift, so whatever, it's gone now. Then I have got a few more. I've got this Lip Smackers in Lime Soda Pop. I love lime. I love a good moisturizing chapstick. I always buy these little lip smacker sets when they're on clearance after Christmas. And that is a guana. Then I finished the Maybelline Magic Eraser, or Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is the concealer, my Holy Grail concealer. This is in the shade 110. When I repurchased this last month, because I knew this was getting close, I purchased 105, I believe, a shade lighter. So we'll see how that goes compared. But this one is gone, so I will be opening that one tomorrow because I actually finished this today. Perfect for this update. And then I have two mascaras. This is the Maybelline Curl Bounce, the Colossal Curl Bounce. And when I tell you that this might, okay, so my favorite mascara is the Essence, the green one. I don't remember if it's Volume or Falsies or what. It's the green package, but this rivals it. I don't know what it is. It's got a curved, right there, a curved little wand. It's got bristles. It's so black, and it lengthens, volumizes, and lifts. I like this one. I would repurchase this actually. And I don't usually say that about mascaras. Usually they're very disappointing, but this one was good. And then I have my last item is the Glamlight Platform Lash Ultimate Height Mascara. This is the Kiss one. This was the actual mascara. I had finished the primer already. This is silicone bristles, and it's got like an hourglass shape. This was okay. Nothing phenomenal, and I always double up my mascara, but with this Colossal one, I didn't even have to double it. But I did put these two together a lot. So that is my empties. We are up to 12, so not enough for a purchase, but I did buy a couple things from one of my friends on Instagram. I bought 2 blush palettes, and I don't usually like blush palettes, but these are the only 2 I have now. So one is got this nice aquamarine shade, and I don't have any blush like that. I barely have any eyeshadow like that, so that I really wanted that. And actually going through my blush collection, if anything was similar to anything in either of these blush palettes, I decluttered it. So there was no redundancy left in my palette or in my collection. So I bought that blush palette, and then I bought a second blush palette. I bought the Blend Bunny Juicy, I have it right here, Juicy Boost. I used it today. I used the orange blush today. I don't know if the sun's kind of weird, but yeah, I used the orange blush today. So yeah, it is the Blend Bunny Juicy Cheeks face palette. And here is what that looks like. So it's got yellow, orange, a nice red, some pink tones, like this one's more peachy, this one's more bubblegum, and this one's more hot, and then a couple of purple. And this is good. So I actually have 2 new purchases, and so I have to take negative 50 out of my empties because I bought 2 purchases. So we will see if we can catch up. That would mean that I need to get 38 more empties but by the end of the year to catch up to those, and not buy anything else to catch up to that. So we'll see. But that is everything. If I didn't mention, which I'm pretty sure I didn't, Pan Over Purchase was created by Megan and Steph. Megan's Makeup Musings and Steph over on Instagram. And I think it's like Steph's, I don't remember exactly her handle, but I will have it linked down below. And then I loosely based my eyeshadow bank off of Laura Force. And yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, I think so. So with that being said, we will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.